COVID-19 continues to evolve globally and rapidly.
The outbreak and the impact of concerns over the spread are already being felt by everyone.
The people of Berkshire County knew the coronavirus pandemic was serious, but we really understood how serious in the spring of 2020.
This is the open meeting of the Pittsfield City Council and is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order.
On Thursday, the Pittsfield Parade Committee announced the cancellation of this year's 4th of July parade.
But then, in the spring of 2022, hope.
So, the parade's on.
The parade is on.
Matt, it's good to be back after 3 long years of no parade, and happy to be here tonight to kind of unleash some announcements and let some folks know what's going to happen.
Welcome to the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade 2022 pre-show. Back with a bang.
We are indeed back with a bang here in the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade on a picture-perfect Berkshire day. Good morning. My name is Bob Heck. I'm joined by Becky Manship, and we are about 28 minutes away from this parade kicking off.
I can't believe we're here. I'm so thankful to be here and with you, everybody. It's been a long 3 years since we've had a parade, and it's sure back with a bang. We couldn't have better weather down here in downtown Pittsfield this morning.
As you can see, the runners coming through for the road race. And again, the road race was canceled the last couple of years as well. Obviously, 2020 was canceled because of the coronavirus. 2021, now you were in the room with the parade committee when the 2021 parade was canceled. And that was more because we didn't really know what was going on with the governor.
Correct. It was a struggle. It was really a struggle. We had our meetings remotely. So when we met each month, it was, we didn't really have an update because we needed to hear from the governor and what the rules and restrictions are. And then when we made a final decision in May, as you saw in the pre-roll there, Mayor Tyer's announcement, we as a committee made the decision to cancel the parade because we just didn't have the full information, and rules and restrictions at that time still weren't allowing events over, I believe it was over 100, 150 people attending events.
Yeah, it was basically May 29th or so when the governor said, yeah, tomorrow you're good. Yeah. And unfortunately, a parade of this scale can't be thrown together in a month and a week.
Oh, no. The parade takes well over a year. I mean, the committee starts planning. They take August off, but back comes September, and the meetings start again to plan the next parade. So really don't take too much time off and get right into next year's parade.
But boy, are we honored and privileged to be here again on this beautiful Berkshire Day, the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade 2022, back with a bang, coming up in about 26 minutes or so. As we continue to watch the runners, it looks like a massive turnout for the road race. And we've seen some young kids in there beating some of the adults. It's impressive to see.
What's really impressive to me is the moms. You can see a couple in that shot pushing their strollers. Some are double strollers. That really takes some skill and effort there in training. I know a lot of people have done training with the Berkshire Running Center even. So it's definitely a big field, and the hospital has done another great job in putting this together.
And we see the runner, and I give all of them credit no matter where they finish in the race, because I tell my friends and family, if you ever see me running, you better run too, because I'm running from something. There's something dangerous behind me if I'm running.
This course is very, very tough, and especially when it's very, very warm, it can be even tougher because of the hills and just the changes. So.
Yeah, they had a very nice day for it, and we are absolutely thrilled to get ready and 25 or so minutes away from the kickoff of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade. And the runners continue going, and it's just amazing to finally be back here. I mean, we never thought it would be normal again, and we're here.
Yeah, and it's definitely different for me, Bob, because as you know, I was on the parade committee for 14 years. In the fall, I decided to that my time with the parade committee had come to an end, and I had resigned, and I thought I would be able to enjoy. Well, I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong.
No, I know.
But Sean Sayre, the executive director, right,
Yep.
of PCTV, he reeled me back in, so I couldn't get away.
Well, I know exactly how you feel, because for about 10 or 11 years, I was riding with Live 95.9
Yes.
when I was doing mornings over there.
Yes.
And then I left there, and I'm like, oh, I have a parade. I don't have to get
Yep.
up for it. And then, you know, I interviewed for the job at PCTV, and the first thing they asked me in the interview was, what do your July 4ths look like?
Right.
Like,
That's a must.
I'm back in. I'm back in. So.
So driving in this morning, it was definitely a mixed emotions for me. And then walking up here, or actually I got a ride with the police, but it was just a different feeling for me. Mixed emotions, but I'm happy to be here, happy to be sitting here with you, and hopefully share my knowledge of inner workings of the parade and special events here in the city with you all.
We have a long, exciting day ahead of us here, and we're going to take a short time out, and we'll be back with more of the Pittsfield Parade pre-show here on PCTV.
Greylock Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade, especially now that it's live and in person. You can see Greylock virtually anytime online at greylock.org. Greylock Federal Credit Union. Opportunity grows here. Berkshire Community College, offering students more opportunity and less debt. For details on how to apply, go to berkshirecc.edu. Berkshire Community College, where our middle name is community. Are you tired of the same old grind? Be Fair has a job for you. If you are interested in promoting independence and supporting people within our residential, day, and community living programs, Be Fair has full-time, part-time, and relief positions throughout the Berkshires. Visit befair.org and join their growing team today. When it comes to caring for seniors, it's a matter of trust. Trust the people at Bain Care. Bain Care is Springside Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center on Lebanon Ave in Pittsfield, Craneville Place in Dalton, and Sugar Hill in Dalton. Visit them online at baincare.com. Berkshire Bank, where all wallets are welcome, proudly supports the 4th of July Pittsfield Parade. Life is exciting. Let us help. Member FDIC. And thank you to these additional supporting businesses. Greylock Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade, especially now that it's live.
And we are back with the parade pre-show here on Pittsfield Community Television. Thank you for joining us, whether you're watching on PCTV Access Pittsfield 1301 in Pittsfield, PCTV Selects, available on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, on television, and on your phone or other devices on iOS or Google Play. We're on the Pittsfield Community Television Facebook page, and we are on YouTube as well. And if you're driving into the parade, if you're going to be leaving your house in a little bit to drive into the parade, starting at 10 o'clock, you can listen on 89.7 FM WTBR. And Larry Kraka and Jen Glockner will have live parade coverage on the radio side. So you can kind of see where things are at as you're making your way on up here and finding the perfect spot for the parade. Becky is heading down to West Housatonic Street. She'll be joining us in just a little bit. But we had the opportunity to speak with Julianne Boyd, who's our Grand Marshal this year. Now, obviously, Barrington Stage Company has done incredible things for Pittsfield, and I was honored to have the opportunity to see Mr. Saturday Night with Billy Crystal. What a cool experience that was to have Billy Crystal in Pittsfield. And those are just one of the many things Julianne Boyd has brought to Pittsfield. We had the opportunity during the parade and preview show to speak with Julianne Boyd, so we're going to show you some excerpts of that in case you missed it.
Year picks a Grand Marshal, and this year the 2022 Grand Marshal is Julianne Boyd, and we, spent some time trying to look through, and well, we look for someone who's done a lot for Pittsfield. And it's kind of ironic that I was one of the guys on the Pittsfield City Council.
You were.
When
That's right.
when Julianne had the idea to move Barrington Stage from South County to Pittsfield, and well, the rest is history, right?
Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support.
Right.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked.
And there were a lot of naysayers back then, and so, you know, we're honored to have you as a Grand Marshal, and I think, you know, if we could just touch a little bit about why did you make that decision when you made that decision? To move?
Well, you know, I really wanted to go to a city. I wanted to go to a larger community. We were down in Sheffield. It was a small community. And I still remember, like, if we wanted to get plate glass, like the next morning, we would have to come up to Pittsfield. I mean, seriously, that was one of the things I remember. I thought, like, there's so much in Pittsfield because we need a lot of we need a lot of product to do our plays, and there's so much here. And also, you know, it's the center, really, I think, of Berkshire County. It's right in the center, so people can come from north or south. They can come from Albany. They come from Northampton. It's we just wanted to be like within an hour radius of people. But I think it's the community, and everyone was so welcoming. We even, you know, I don't know who suggested the idea originally. Actually, my board chair suggested it because there was a cultural commissioner in Pittsfield. And they said, they must like culture. They must like arts there. But they don't have any, you know, arts organization to themselves. So the support has been fabulous through all these years. We bought the theater in 2005, and we actually moved here and started doing performances in 2006. It seems like eons ago. I just can't believe it.
And I mean, you really bought a theater that needed a lot of work.
Yeah.
Handyman special, like times 2, 3.
So, you know, again, seemed to be all the odds were against you, right? You were moving from where you were. You weren't moving to a fantastic theater performance space.
That's right.
You were going to something that kind of needed some tender, loving care.
But I love the community. I love the Pittsfield community. I mean, it's a microcosm of this country, I think. It really is, with the diversity and, I mean, just everything about it, and the small stores and the support that people are giving. It's really been wonderful. I mean, it hasn't all been easy because we have to, but I don't think it's easy for any theater in this country right now to develop an audience. And certainly the last 3 years have not been kind to any of the arts organizations. We kept on going, but nonetheless, you know, it's an uphill battle.
Right. So, you know, we're honored to have you as a Grand Marshal, and
it's going to be fun.
And I think it happens at a vital time in your career.
Yes, I'm retiring. I'm excited about that, too. You know, I think we've accomplished so much, and these last few years have made me realize that, you know, I have a family. I have 3 children. I have 7 grandchildren, and I want to spend time with my family, but also it's a good time to pass the theater on because to a really new, vibrant young leader. We're in the black. Many arts organizations are not in the black, as they say, but I think we're a healthy organization, and it will attract the kind of people that we want to. I'll still be around. But I'm not, the day-to-day, the Zoom meetings. Peter, how many Zoom meetings do you do a day?
Exactly. And now we're going back to in-person to a lot of those. But so I guess that was a question that I had for you is, will we see Julianne Boyd in the future?
Yes.
Or is she going to go off into a quiet retirement?
No. You know, I'm not quiet. There's nothing quiet about me. But people say to me, like, are you going to keep your home here? Like, as if I would sell it. I said, yes, I'm going to still be in the community. I just want to travel. You know, I want to spend time with the family. And I want to if I take on a directing project, it'll be very special. But I'll only be directing. It wouldn't be that I would be working on all parts of the organization and the staff and so forth. It's exciting to introduce someone new, I think, to our organization.
And I think that's kind of the what I expected to hear from you, that I'm not disappearing. I'm not.
No, not at all.
And I'm kind of jealous because, you know.
Lots of kids here. Yes.
Retirement and being able to travel and to be able to enjoy life after
a lot of hard work.
Really busting it for quite a few years. And, you know, the move here wasn't easy.
You know, it wasn't easy, but it was supportive. I mean, Jimmy Roberta was the mayor, and he was just unbelievable in his support, and the city council, and everyone. I mean, even the stores today, oftentimes when a theater moves into a community, people go, watch it, they're theater people. Here they're like, oh my God, we love you, come into our store. I mean, everyone's very welcoming, and I think that, and our actors feel that way. And I mean, we bring in, you know, in a normal year, we bring in like 150, 200 people into this this community who, buy gas, stay at hotels, and so forth. So I think that they always felt welcomed. That's not the same as other communities. Sometimes people do not welcome what they call itinerants. I call them artists that add to the community.
Yeah, and I recently had the honor of having lunch with your board president and
great.
Trying to have conversations about, the parade is a once a year kind of event, but how do we tap into the cultural venues and how do we support them and how can they support us and how can, we do a bigger picture. And, I go back to the year with Dr. Ruth and,
she was a Grand Marshal. Now, I hope you know that I can't compete with Dr. Ruth as a Grand Marshal.
If
you got to lower your standards here a little bit.
That was Julianne Boyd, our Grand Marshal today, earlier at Third Thursday. Just another terrific event in Pittsfield that has finally made its return after a 2-year absence because of COVID. We are not far away from the Pittsfield 4th of July parade. We are about 13 minutes and 58 seconds away as we get closer to the Pittsfield 4th of July parade. And boy, I was driving in about 6 o'clock this morning. The chairs were lined up. It was just like old times here at the Pittsfield 4th of July parade. And now we're going to send things down to West Housatonic Street and get a look at... Oh, sorry about that. We are going to take a short time out here as we have the 4th of July parade pre-show here on Pittsfield Community Television.
Greylock Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of the Pittsfield 4th of July parade, especially now that it's live and in person. You can see Greylock virtually anytime online at greylock.org. Greylock Federal Credit Union, opportunity grows here. Shire Brewhouse at the Stationery Factory in Dalton, offering music bingo on Tuesdays, trivia on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays and Saturdays. Find their menu online at shire.beer, located on Flansburgh Ave in Dalton. In memory of Samantha Tyre, honoring every nurse, caregiver, and support staff, past, present, and future. Please have a fun and safe holiday. Lift Bistro at Bosquet, serving brunch each Sunday from 11 to 3 and offering outdoor dining during the Berkshire summer months. For more information to see their menus, check out bosquetmountain.com. When it comes to caring for seniors, it's a matter of trust. Trust the people at Bain Care. Bain Care is Springside Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center on Lebanon Ave in Pittsfield, Craneville Place in Dalton, and Sugar Hill in Dalton. Visit them online at baincare.com. And thank you to these additional supporting businesses.
One of our 9 cameras, and right now we're going to send it down to West Housatonic Street and Becky Manship. We'll be checking in with her in just a little bit. You can see our beautiful drone coverage that we are able to do this year right on top of the Crown Plaza in Pittsfield as the drone has taken off as we get ready for the 4th of July parade. We are just about 11 minutes away here in Historic Park Square, Pittsfield. This parade, as we found out during the hiatus, dates all the way back to 1801. And technically the first Independence Day parade happened in September of 1776 here in Pittsfield. So they celebrated the birth of the nation as we see those beautiful mountains that make the Berkshire so wonderful off in the distance. Just an incredible shot from our drone here in downtown Pittsfield. Look at that, just remarkable. And you could see on top of the Berkshire Bank building, barely a whisper of wind. That flag is largely still. As we get a shot at Pittsfield High School rolling through as we're 10 minutes and 40 seconds away from the 2022 Pittsfield 4th of July parade. Thank you for joining us today. We're thrilled and honored to be here after a 2-year hiatus. My name is Bob Heck, and I'm just honored to be here. This is my first year hosting the parade, and just want to thank everybody for the opportunity to do this, and can't wait for more, and can't wait to get into this parade. We have about 150 some odd floats, 164 floats in this year's parade, so we're very excited to get that started, and We have a great parade in store for you in about 10 minutes or so. Now we're going to send things down to West Housatonic Street with Becky Manship.
Where did you want to?
So we're still waiting for that to get set up on West Housatonic Street. There's the shot. You can see the Smurf balloon, and just basically the parade getting lined up. How are we doing, Becky?
Hi, from the start of the parade route, I found Pete Marchetti, president of the parade committee, and Mayor Tyre. How does it feel this morning to be back?
It actually feels great to be back on the street in downtown Pittsfield to put on the best 4th of July parade in the Northeast. And we're glad that people showed up. We're glad our parade participants showed up. We're glad our elected officials showed up to help us kick off this 4th of July parade with a bang.
And how about the weather this morning? Isn't this the greatest day we've had in quite some time?
We have some help from heaven above.
And Mayor Tyre, how do you feel about this morning? What's so important about this morning?
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy 4th of July. What a beautiful day for the whole community to come together and celebrate the 4th. I want to thank the parade committee for all the work they've done to bring back the parade back with a bang. We're really excited about what's ahead for the morning.
Great. As I was walking down here, I saw the street lined with so many people, and it felt great to me to have that back with so many runners and so many of the crowd. How does it feel to you to see this many people?
It's absolutely awesome. We couldn't ask for anything better. You know, as you said, it's a gorgeous day, and we're ready to kick off a parade. I hope their residents are ready.
I think what it tells us, Becky, is that people have been ready for the 4th of July parade and they missed it these last 2 years. So we're really thrilled to see the turnout. It's going to be a really great morning.
I concur. Are we ready to kick this off?
I think we're ready.
Are we ready? All right, I'm going to step away. All right. Well, we've officially kicked it off down here. So we'll be back. We'll be coming to you shortly.
Thanks, Becky. And yeah, we're just about set to kick off the parade here in downtown Pittsfield. This parade, again, dates back all the way to 1801. And one of the fascinating things we found out about this parade is just how resilient this town is, or the city is, to, you know, they want their parade. And there's been several instances in the history of the Elmo's waving hi to everybody down at West Housatonic Street.
Bill Knowles, he's been participating in the Pittsfield 4th of July parade for a long, long time with the pace car being way up front. How does it feel to be back?
Oh, it's awesome. Good to be back. Everybody's got the perfect energy that's been building up for a couple of years. This is awesome.
Yeah, well, it's great to see you again.
See you too, Becky.
Awesome. All right, let's go to April. How does it feel? April's on the parade committee.
It's crazy. That's all I can say.
Well, thank you so much for doing what you do. We really appreciate it. All right, let's see who else we can talk to. Do you want to see one of the balloon holders? Come on with me. excited for all the balloons here today. So Unico is going to be with the Elmo balloon, as you can see. How are you today?
I'm doing lovely. How are you?
Good. Are you excited?
More than excited.
You are? That's great. So how long have you been with Unico?
4 years. Long time. Yes.
That's great. Have you been in the parade before, pre-COVID?
Yes, this is our second time. My second time, yes.
That's great. What do you love about being in the parade?
I love smiling and waving at everyone.
We get squirted.
Yeah, with the squirt guns.
Yeah, I remember the people at the end of the parade route squirting us with water too. Well, thanks for being here. How are you doing this morning?
How are you?
Good. So, Unico's doing the Elmo balloon. How
Yeah.
excited are you?
We're excited. It seems like a lot of kids are excited too. They've already yelled his name, so.
Oh, that's great. It's great to have a popular character, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
Love the Elmo float. I always miss Grover
Couple
though.
more
you know?
people? Do you want to? Let's go. Yeah. Oh. Let's go see if we can say hi to Julianne Boyd, our Grand Marshal. Hi, Miss Grand Marshal. How are you? Julianne Boyd here, the Grand Marshal of this year's parade. What makes this parade so special to you?
Well, it's a celebration of coming together again after 3 years. So I think it's a great day for Pittsfield.
We're very excited to have you as all your work with the community in Barrington Stage.
Thank you. And the weather is perfect. So if you haven't come out yet, come out for this parade.
Definitely. We couldn't have asked for better weather today.
Yes, thank you. No, I think, the theme is, coming back with a bang, and I think that's what we're doing. You can just feel the energy in Pittsfield today.
You definitely can. I was telling them earlier when I was walking down the street to get down here, I could just feel it from the people. There's so many people lined up, ready to go and ready to watch a parade.
We are ready.
We are ready. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
All
Enjoy.
right. All right. Let's go. Do you want to see the General Dynamics float? Let's go see the General Dynamics float. Sneak preview. Actually, I've got someone better. Miss Judy Forrest, come on over here, the Irish American Club Person of the Year. This is Judy Forrest. How are you doing, Judy?
I'm doing well this morning. It's a perfect day. I'm so glad you ordered it and it came through.
All right, well, it's the least I could do for this morning. So what makes you excited for today?
It's the 4th of July. The sun's out, and we're all here having a great day.
Great. What have you missed about being with the parade the last 3 years?
People. The smiles on their faces and just the celebration of a wonderful 4th of July.
Well, you've got a lot of people down there on the parade route ready for you, so get ready to wave a lot.
I will. Thanks so much, Becky.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
You too, Judy. Thank you. Will do. Will do. All right. So let's continue on. Oh, okay. All right, thank you all for following me along down here at the beginning of the parade. I'll see you soon. Back to you, Bob.
Yeah, Becky will be back joining us in just a little bit, but it is just about set. Just 30 seconds away from the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade 2022. Back with a bang after a couple of years off, and this community loves their parades. There's been situations where had to take a couple of years off, and they've been able to bring it right back. This community loves a parade. So We're going to be back in just a few minutes as we kick off the Pittsfield 4th of July parade here on Pittsfield Community Television.
Welcome to Pittsfield Community Television's annual coverage of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade, live from Park Square in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. PCTV, Pittsfield's community access television and broadcast radio organization, is proud to return to a beloved tradition of local coverage of our hometown parade, established on July 4th, 1988. Our staff and community volunteers, then as now, are dedicated to bringing this fine live event to you in your home. Your hosts for today's coverage are Pittsfield Community Television's Bob Heck and the City of Pittsfield's Becky Manship. We would like to take a moment to recognize our gracious underwriters, without whom programs like this would not be possible. Thank you to our stars underwriter, Greylock Federal Credit Union, whose devotion to local programming and events in Berkshire County goes to show that at Greylock, opportunity grows here. For more information about their many services, visit them online at www.greylock.org. Thanks also to our Stripes underwriters, which include Berkshire Community College, Be Fair, Springside Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center, Shire Brew House, Berkshire Bank, and a generous donation in the memory of Sam Tyre. Lift Bistro at Bosquet. Thanks also to these forever underwriters. This year's parade theme is Back with a Bang, and will feature an amazing collection of tall balloons, beautiful floats, talented bands, local dignitaries, and plenty of parade excitement. And now, here are your hosts, Bob Heck, Patrick Kelly, and Becky Manship.
Good morning and welcome to downtown Pittsfield. It is the Pittsfield 4th of July parade. We're just about set to get underway. Becky Manship will be back in just a little bit, but right now it is time for our national anthem as we get ready to come back with a bang. Zoe Cahill will be performing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Zoe. And with that, we are back with a bang. The 2022 Pittsfield 4th of July parade is back. As we see the official pace car for the Pittsfield 4th of July parade, Wild Bill Knowles, although the 4th of July parade was officially on hold for the past 2 years. Well, first we have the Pittsfield police vehicles leading the way. getting ready to officially kick this off. And there's Wild Bill Knowles, as we are back with a bang. After the parade cruise, Indy led the group to local nursing homes and quietly passed through each establishment during the past couple of years. Smiling faces could be seen through the window, gazing at the patriotic parade of flags, shiny paint and chrome. In the driver's seat is Indy's caretaker, Wild Bill Knowles. And there's the parade theme banner. Yeah, they didn't have the opportunity to, perform the last couple of years, although towards the end of COVID, they had creative opportunities to perform, and they're thrilled to be back here in the 4th of July parade. Right now, we have the James E. Callahan County chapter of the Vietnam Veterans of America. The Vietnam veterans are in their military marching formation with the American flag and military colors. A vehicle is provided for the veterans that wish to participate but are unable to march. As we watch the veterans
All right, so as we, now that jumped ahead. Is that the adult one? Oh, there's Bob Dassett. Bob has been driving for the DAV for the past 6 years, receiving an award for the many volunteer hours transporting veterans to their appointments. He organizes all the military funerals that the Dalton American Legion provides.
As we see the motorcycle come by. And here comes the Dalton American Legion. The veterans are marching with flags and post banner. Marching with the Legion post is, of course, Veteran of the Year, Bob Dassett.
Looks like it's the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 448. Veterans of Foreign Wars are represented with the VFW Post 448. They are bringing with them a replica of the Iraq and Afghanistan War Memorial that can be seen in Veterans Park on South Street here in Pittsfield. And that memorial is beautiful if you have not seen it yet.
See them waving, and here is the American Legion, Massachusetts District 1 of Berkshire County. The American Legion has an honor guard, a three-wheeler motorcycle carrying the district commander, a two-part float carrying the vets who are unable to march, representing American Legion posts of the District 1 in Berkshire County, and they'll be followed by vehicles that also have disabled vets in them. And of course, we thank everyone for their service. We see them marching down the street.
The Veterans of Foreign Wars still okay.
And hey, if you're seeing this beautiful weather out there and you're like, I got to get out to the parade, you can listen to parade coverage on 89.7 WTBR FM. Larry Kraka and Jen Glockner providing coverage over there. One of the cars with the American Legion.
There's the replica of the War Memorial right there. And that was dedicated on September 11th.
And that's the replica, huh? That's
Yes.
giant.
Yes, the replica is amazing. And the memorial in person, if you haven't seen it.
So we see them continuing to drive by. It's the Marine Corps Detachment 137. Let's give them a warm welcome to the members of the Marine Corps. Just awesome to be back here at the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade this year. And we've already seen many comments on Facebook, people watching from Jacksonville, Florida, Orlando, North Carolina.
I know my parents are watching from Atlanta, Georgia even. So this looks like the Bay State West Submarine veterans. So members of the Bay State West Submarine are honored by their dedication, deeds, and supreme sacrifice as a constant source of motivation toward greater accomplishment, and pledge their loyalty and patriotism to the United States of America and its Constitution. Submarine veterans provide a way for all submariners to gather for their mutual benefit and enjoyment. The common heritage as submariners shall be strengthened by camaraderie. Submarine veterans support a strong U.S. submarine force.
And here is the Ghent VFW Post 5933, along with the Ghent Band from Ghent, New York. They've been performing since 1899. The band has members of all ages and from all walks of life. They love to carry the musical spirit of Ghent and of all America to neighboring towns, counties, and states. The Ghent Band is led by Parade Master Gary Strevel.
I just love all the bands that we have in the parades.
Just the coordination of playing and walking at the same time. I don't have that sort of coordination.
So, something that people may not know about me, I was in marching band in high school. I was a clarinet player, and I've lived this.
I played clarinet in middle school.
Oh, you did?
I did.
But you just weren't in the marching band. All right, so here we have the General Dynamics Mission Systems float. General Dynamics Mission System employees are marching with veterans from Soldier On. They have a large float with a Navy LCS ship. LCS stands for Littoral Combat Ship. And then there should be a smaller float with a submarine. Guess what, Bob? This float took first place in the float judging competition this morning.
And you can see why. We saw this coming down the street when we were here setting up around 7:30 this morning, and boy.
And it squirts
that is
water.
Impressive. Oh, boy.
It squirts water, so on a hot day like this today, that's definitely a surprise for those
It was
viewers.
very welcome in 2019 where it was really hot that day.
Yes.
And behind them is the Massachusetts State Police.
General Dynamics giving a hello with honking of the horn. Let them know we're here. They're here.
That's just remarkably impressive. And like you said, the most outstanding float here at the 2022 4th of July Parade. So congratulations to them.
Yes. And it takes hard work and dedication to put together a float, so that must have taken so many hours. It's always hard to find volunteers to put it together, but when they do, it's amazing.
There's the veteran car with Brian Head. See the 2004 Volkswagen Jetta with music, banner, and flags.
So this Jeep, this 1952 M38 Willys gun Jeep, won one of the antique vehicles
awards.
There it is. Third place. Oh, and here's
here
a
we
parade
go.
favorite, Miss Cookie Crumple.
She's the area's most infamous entertainer, going back as far as 1986 when she was created by her best friend, Lynn Arsenault. Cha-cha-cha-cha. She's entertained millions, well, about that many in her career. She can't wait to get out unmasked, and of course she is surrounded by her bodyguards.
Just stay where you are. Stay where you are. That's all right. I'll come to you.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're getting
Miss
a
Cookie
visit
Crumble.
by Miss Cookie Crumble. Oh,
She was going to come up here, but the bodyguard said no.
Bodyguard said no. She's got to listen to those bodyguards. cookie guards.
And you just never know what's going to happen with Miss Cookie Crumble.
Yeah.
So I think we may have dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. So here we have Grand Marshal Julianne Boyd. Was able to talk to her just a little bit ago. She's very excited to be and honored to be the Grand Marshal of this year's parade. She did amazing work with her role at Barrington Stage Company.
Yeah, just part of the leader of the transition to arts and culture here in Pittsfield that we're so well known for now. And she is retiring at the end of this year, and just a complete honor.
And we have the honorary Grand Marshal, Ryan Peterson, news anchor of News 10, ABC in the morning on W10 Albany. Ryan Peterson is a Pittsfield boy born and raised. He graduated at PHS with a class of 94. Ryan is joined in the parade by his 8-year-old son, Charlie.
Ryan Peterson from WTEN, and here comes Mayor Linda Tyre.
Looks like Councilor Persup, Councilor Cavey, Warren, Kalinowski, and Councilor Jim Conan, too, I think. Congressman Richie Neal. Waves hello. And then this vehicle right here won first place in this year's Antique Vehicle Awards. 1928 Ford Model A pickup. Smitty Pignatelli always brings really nice vehicles
Yeah,
here.
that's pretty cool. That was, again, first place this year as we see Paul Mark and Smitty Pignatelli.
Smitty and Tricia Farley Bouvier, and it looks like Senator Adam Hines is with us too. He's waving hello.
Yeah. And there's that beautiful vehicle again, Old Yeller, representing all of the state representatives.
Then we have District Attorney Andrea Harrington is right behind them.
And there is Berkshire County Sheriff Thomas Bowler and deputy sheriffs. Well, some of them are deputy sheriffs. I can't imagine they've deputized the child in the cart yet.
I know it's very popular with the families for them to come out and hang out with them on the parade day. Well, the Berkshire County Sheriff's Office helps a great deal with our Halloween parade in the fall. And Sheriff Bowler has always participated in that too, and he's been on a tractor pulling a hay wagon.
We saw him recently at the Berkshire Community College graduation. He calls the meeting into order. Enjoying some of the camera shots. Again, we're using 9 cameras today for the Pittsfield 4th of July parade.
And here we have some of the vehicles from the Sheriff's Office joining the group.
Can a sheriff pull you over?
What'd you say?
Can a sheriff pull you over?
That's a good question. I am not sure on that. They always love playing their sirens. The kids always love hearing sirens.
Absolutely. We see more members of the Berkshire County Sheriff's Department.
And they love, love, love doing this. Especially to see the kids smile and wave. Special guest Michael Fabrizio is in there somewhere. So I see Pittsfield Fire Department coming up the street.
Michael Fabrizio, of course, a musician from the area. There he is.
There he is. There's our Pittsfield Fire Department. Our Pittsfield Fire Department is being led by Chief Thomas Sammons. Many members of the department, along with the 2008 Tower 1 and their new 2021 Engine 1.
And that is certainly thank them for the service they provide for the city of Pittsfield. I am the son of a firefighter, so I know just how crazy the schedules are. And
yeah, one of my cousins through marriage is on the Pittsfield Fire Department, so It's a great service that they provide, and they're definitely heroes. Frontline workers. Never stopped working through the pandemic,
Yeah.
so we thank them all the time.
We got some kids on top of the fire truck.
There's engine 1. Tower 1. I remember when Tower 1 was a new truck. I didn't realize that it was in 2008 when Tower 1 was new.
When you get older, time starts to fly by a little bit.
Totally does. Well, I've been working for the city for 14 years now, almost 15, and so time definitely has flown by. It just feels like yesterday, and then we have this new engine 1 as of 2021. So we saw the Kamali electric banner. There it is. Then Unico is right behind them. I had the pleasure of talking to one of the banner carriers and one of the flag bearers earlier.
And Unico, as you saw earlier, has a big surprise for us. One of our favorite friends from television.
Yes, Elmo is well known and loved by children worldwide on the critically acclaimed TV show. An eternal child and perennial optimist, Elmo is the very essence of innocence and enthusiasm, and it's certainly hard to beat his enthusiasm for the holiday. Well, I think members of the Unico team actually are on par, if not more enthusiastic for today, as I was talking to them earlier. Elmo stands, guess how high Elmo stands, Bob?
I have no idea, or I could read the sheet and cheat.
I know you could cheat, but Elmo stands 25 feet tall. 25 feet tall.
So I love Elmo, but I'm more of a Grover guy.
You're Grover.
See, this near?
Elmo's waving to everybody.
Yes.
He's happy. Happy.
And as Elmo and Unico comes by, we're going to keep an eye on the parade and take a short time out to acknowledge some of our great supporters of the 4th of July parade coverage here on Pittsfield Community Television.
Greylock Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of the Pittsfield 4th of July parade, especially now that it's live and in person. You can see Greylock virtually anytime online at greylock.org. Greylock Federal Credit Union. Opportunity grows here. Berkshire Community College, offering students more opportunity and less debt. For details on how to apply, go to berkshirecc.edu. Berkshire Community College, where our middle name is community. Are you tired of the same old grind? Be Fair has a job for you. If you are interested in promoting independence and supporting people within our residential, day, and community living programs, Be Fair has full-time, part-time, and relief positions throughout the Berkshires. Visit befair.org and join their growing team today. When it comes to caring for seniors, it's a matter of trust. Trust the people at Bain Care. Bain Care is Springside Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center on Lebanon Ave in Pittsfield, Craneville Place in Dalton, and Sugar Hill in Dalton. Visit them online at baincare.com. Berkshire Bank, where all wallets are welcome, proudly supports the 4th of July Pittsfield Parade. Life is exciting. Let us help. Member FDIC. And thank you to these additional supporting businesses.
And we are back here at the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade. The Berkshire County ARC Down Syndrome Family Group, in their Buddy Walk of the Berkshires, which is a major event every year to show Down syndrome awareness by holding signs of the date of their event. They passed by already, as did Berkshire County Head Start. Now we see the Cheshire Fire Department.
And the Cheshire Fire Department has with them their 1935 Diamond T, the 2014 Dodge Ram brush truck, and their ATV they use for brush fires and rescue.
It's nice to see those really older fire trucks. They just look so cool.
They really do. the old bell. Did you see the bell?
I
Bob?
did.
Before sirens were really a big thing. There's an accordion. A gentleman is playing an accordion on there.
Now here comes the Adamsville Ancients Fife and Drum Corps. The Adamsville Ancients Fife and Drum Corps was established in 1988 and is proud to be celebrating 34 years of providing early American music to the greater Albany, New York area. The Corps marches in numerous weekends and holiday parades during the summer months and has won numerous awards in these parades. They also travel throughout the Northeast to participate in fife and drum musters hosted by fellow Ancient Corps.
I love fife and drums. Just takes you back. And I grew up in a Revolutionary War town in Exeter, New Hampshire, and we had Revolutionary War festivals. So now we're on to Alert Hose Company number 1. The Alert Company Hose Company is the all-volunteer fire company of the Adams Fire Department. The antique parade cart was built in 1893. In the period, tan uniforms and leather helmets are part of the tradition of the alerts. Look at that.
That's amazing. Just amazing the history you see here at the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade. I believe way back in the day, the Lee Fire Department brought the oldest fire truck in existence each year for the parade.
Oh, so here we go. We have Miss Massachusetts coming down the street after the Berkshire Gas banner. So Miss Massachusetts was just recently crowned Katrina Kincaid, who is the first Muslim American Miss Massachusetts.
Of course, I want to thank Miss Massachusetts for making her way out to Pittsfield for our 4th of July parade.
She definitely remembers us here in the Berkshires, which is great.
And now here comes the Pittsfield Irish Sister City Committee float as they make their way up. They always have the coolest cars, too. That is a 1964 Thunderbird, the Irish Person of the Year, and a float with Irish dancers. This is Kevin Cahill, who's the president of the Irish American Club of Berkshire County and also one of the hosts of the Irish Hour on WTBR, Sounds of Ireland, Sunday Sounds of Ireland.
And Judy Forrest is the Berkshire County Irish Person of the Year. Judy has been a very big volunteer for myself and for the city of Pittsfield. There she is right there waving hello to everybody. This is the 1954 T-Bird convertible by Rob Dwyer.
And we were talking yesterday at lunch after we set up, and we are, lots of people are watching us in Ireland as well.
Yes, we have a contingent from Ireland visiting us here from the parade and marching with us right now.
Coming up, we have well, here is the rest of the Irish parade float.
Yes, this looks like the Sister City Committee float. Got a little out of order on the order that we have here. And they're accompanied by... Who do they have with them?
The Skull Rinka Breffney O'Rourke, the Irish American Club. They're an Irish dance school in Pittsfield. Their mission is to inspire the love of Irish dance in everyone they meet. They teach traditional Irish dance classes to students, preschool age through adults, and perform throughout Berkshire County and compete in Irish dance competitions. I actually had Irish dancers at my wedding.
You did?
Yes, we got married the day after St. Patrick's Day, which was probably not the right decision in retrospect. We probably should have done it the day before.
That's cool. There's the Mountain One banner.
And here is Town Square Media, Live 95.9, Whoopee, WSBS FM, Live 95.9, featuring Slater and Marjo. Whoopee featuring Eric Green, Scott Ladini, and the WSBS vehicle features Jesse Stewart, Ron Carson, and Dave Isby.
All right. And right behind them is the Lenox Fire Department. They're marching along with an antique fire engine and a modern-day in-service engine. There's another I love the antiques. I believe the parade committee also has the antique fire trucks. They have judges to...
Yes.
But I think some of the judges are here on the stage with us. They judge while they go down the street. Whereas the floats and the antique vehicles are judged ahead of the time. So I saw a little bit of Pittsfield Shakespeare in the Park, a small contingent there. Then now it's the Corvettes of the Berkshires. Corvettes include 6 different cars from 6 different generations of Corvettes. The group is led by a beautiful brand new torch red convertible. And look at that. You can tell that's brand new, can't you?
Absolutely. And one of these days, I'm lying. I'm never going to have one in my driveway.
I never, nope. Same here, nope. That's a nice to have.
Oh boy, there's a lot of them too.
There's at least 6 of them. And then who do we have behind them? There's all smiles.
Well, if I was driving that, I'd be all smiles too.
Oh yeah, you know it. Hopefully they're all wearing sunscreen.
Just absolutely beautiful vehicles.
Beautifully maintained too.
We see some more banners come by. Here are the Boy Scouts of America. Boy Scouts from many local groups are marching in their uniforms. We have the vehicle here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any marchers today, but they do have a vehicle. And that looks like it's more antique looking. An army vehicle.
True story, I was in the Boy Scouts and then I dropped out because our meetings were on Thursday nights and that was the same night as the Simpsons were on. So.
Priorities. I was a Girl Scout for a little bit, or a Brownie, and then I volunteered with a lot of different things. So we saw the Greylock Federal Credit Union banner, Greylock Insurance Company banner briefly, and now parade favorite, longtime participant, the Uncle Sam Chorus. The Uncle Sam Chorus is a patriotic group with many veterans from all branches of the military. They are dressed in red, white, and blue and singing their patriotic songs. This group always lined up on Float Street, even though they're a musical group.
What is Float Street?
Float Street. So I was on the committee again for 14 years, and Float Street, I was in charge of the floats. So we would line up all the floats on South Street from East and West Housatonic intersection all the way down to Broadview. And we would line them up according to their position in the parade. And we did get some oversized vehicles and musical groups like this, like Uncle Sam's Chorus.
Well, let's listen in to the Uncle Sam's Chorus for a little bit.
right there's Car Hardware banner. And then we have Freddie the Firecracker.
Firecrackers always attract attention. This one sets off a real bang. He's even pretty cute and is obviously enjoying himself. He shoots up high into the sky, hoping you'll see just how well he shines. Freddie is 20 feet tall and is being carried by our friends at Car Hardware.
As you can see, Freddie is taking a bow right now because we have the overhead wires for the traffic lights here at the intersection.
Oh, that's right.
So all the balloons, the tall balloons, do have to take a bow.
Here's the American Red Cross. And here is the Berkshire Force softball team, the girls traveling softball team based out of Pittsfield.
Back to American Red Cross for a moment, but Berkshire Force, do you know what they're doing later this month?
They are heading down to Florida to participate in the National Championship World Series.
World Series bound Berkshire Force. These girls play so hard, and the Force is part of the Pittsfield Girls Softball Club, based right here in Pittsfield, and they play at our Doyle Softball Complex, one of our many Pittsfield parks.
And they're still trying to raise money they have cash calendars, they have a Venmo, they're trying to raise, I mean, it's not cheap to go down to Florida.
No, they're not.
They're looking to raise $40,000, so.
Yes.
Look online and find information and help the Berkshire Force out.
Yes. So now we have the Knights of Columbus. The Knights of Columbus have also been participating, long-standing parade participants since I've been involved. And they've always lined up on Float Street too. The Grand Knight. And that's the St. Joseph Marian Center float. They always are right behind the Knights of Columbus. St. Joseph Marian Center has the statue of Our Lady of Fatima on the back of their pickup, and like I mentioned, they go with the Knights of Columbus.
And right behind them is, we see another float from the Knights of Columbus.
Then you can hear the sirens and honks already. So we know another fire department is coming down.
And this is the New Ashford Fire Department. They bring with them Engine 2, Engine 4, and their brand new Tanker 1. Frank Speth is the chief of the New Ashford Fire Department. See, Engine 2 is all decked out for the holiday.
So I have gotten an answer, Bob, on whether the sheriff's department can pull you over. Yes, they can.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten a couple texts about that that have come up on my Apple Watch here. So just wanted to let you know. You now have an answer.
I'm just getting texts from my family with pictures of me.
Oh.
So they're nearby. The local fire department certainly come out for this 4th of July parade.
Did we miss? Oh.
And here is Berkshire Pride. They're decked out in rainbows, glitter, and excitement. The Rainbow Seniors of Berkshire County. You see there?
Yeah. Then it looks like the Laborers Local 473 is right behind them. So welcome the members and family of Laborers 473. They've been building the Berkshires since 1919, according to their banner.
And there was Berkshire Community College. Variety of alums, students, faculty, and staff marching.
Did you know that they were the first community college in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts?
I did.
Yes.
Burke, the mascot.
I learned that recently. And the majority of the students are from Berkshire County.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the parade here in downtown Pittsfield, and we'll take a short time out to acknowledge our underwriters here on the Pittsfield 4th of July parade here on Pittsfield Community Television.
Greylock Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of the Pittsfield 4th of July parade, especially now that it's live and in person. You can see Greylock virtually anytime online at greylock.org. Greylock Federal Credit Union, opportunity grows here. Shire Brewhouse at the Stationery Factory in Dalton, offering music bingo on Tuesdays, trivia on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays and Saturdays. Find their menu online at shire.beer, located on Flansburgh Ave in Dalton. In memory of Samantha Tyre, honoring every nurse, caregiver, and support staff, past, present, and future. Please have a fun and safe holiday. Lift Bistro at Bosque, serving brunch each Sunday from 11 to 3 and offering outdoor dining during the Berkshire summer months. For more information and to see their menus, check out bosquemountain.com. When it comes to caring for seniors, it's a matter of trust. Trust the people at Bain Care. Bain Care is Springside Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center on Lebanon Ave in Pittsfield, Craneville Place in Dalton, and Sugar Hill in Dalton. Visit them online at baincare.com. And thank you to these additional supporting businesses.
So our friends from the Berkshire United Way, as we had an eye on the parade, the Berkshire Eagle folks with their antique truck. And here comes the Pittsfield Suns baseball team, 2022. They play in the Futures Collegiate Baseball League tonight. They take on the Vermont Lake Monsters, as some of us who follow the Pittsfield Suns call them the Evil Empire, the defending champs of the FCBL. That game's at 6:35. They're going to have a 22-minute laser show after the game. And always a great time at Wacona Park this year.
Yes, the laser shows are new this year. Fireworks shows have been a little bit hard to come by this year for many organizations. So the Suns have come up with the laser light shows, which is fun, new, and different.
And they're
we just got sprayed by the Suns.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the Village Volunteers Fife and Drum Corps. They were established in 1956 in Delmar, New York. The first upstate New York Fife and Drum Corps. They performed around the Northeast and has traveled as far as Fort George, Canada, Greenfield Village, Michigan. Although small in numbers, they strive for excellence in their music, and they're constantly adding new selections to the fife and drum for their stand pieces. Let's listen into them for a little bit.
All right. Here is the Phoenix Theater's Beacon Cinema. Backed by popular demand, the Beacon Cinema dressed as superheroes, Spider-Man, Thor, Captain America, and the Hulk, while carrying the Beacon Cinema banner. With the new addition of delicious ice cream, what's the scoop? Located in the Beacon Cinema lobby.
Here's Stephen Valenti. He's driving his 1973 Datsun 240Z.
Saw a brief glimpse of the book bike by the Berkshire Athenaeum. The book biking is amazing. You may have seen it at our farmers markets or some other community events.
Third Thursday, learn about free library services, borrow books, sign up for a library card, and it's all sponsored by the Friends of the Berkshire Athenaeum.
All right, so we have the Lee Bank Float. Welcome Lee Bank employees in the Hot Shot Hillbillies Band.
Hot Shot Hillbillies were voted best in the Berkshires a couple of years in a row. I believe 2017 and 2018. Led by singer Wendy Walls.
This looks like the Richmond Volunteer Fire Department. They have their volunteers marching along with several fire apparatus.
7:30, house is stirring, bust off, it can't wait, yeah, close it right now. I need some downtime, drink some red wine.
There's the Richmond Volunteer Fire Department. As they head on by. They have some of their fire apparatus with them.
Gotta hand it to the volunteer firefighters. They volunteer their time to protect and save our community.
And they continue to volunteer their time to be part of the 4th of July parade in Pittsfield. Back with a bang, and boy, it's like we never left.
I know. Picked up right where we left off. The crowds are quite something here today, too. Lots of smiles and waves.
By the way, I forgot to mention this as the Pittsfield Suns were firing water upon us. All their games this year are on WTBR, 89.7 WTBR, home and road.
Looks like I just saw Garfield and Odie.
Oh, yeah, my daughter's going to lose her mind. My 13-year-old, she loves Garfield.
Well, we can't miss the GE banner and then the Eversource.
Yeah, they
banner.
are. There they are.
There they are. Odie's tongue is hanging out. He must be pretty warm right now.
And it's really awesome that Garfield took the time to come out today, because today is Monday, and we all know he hates Mondays.
Yes. If you've seen Office Space, he got a case of the Mondays. He always looks like he has a case of the Mondays.
He looks like he's up to no good.
Yes, look at that grin on his face. Aw.
Bob Hack, Becky Manship here on the 4th of July parade in downtown Pittsfield. Thank you for tuning in. We know on the Facebook stream people are tuned in all throughout the country. And we know on the PCTV Select theme, people are tuned in throughout the world. We have a contingent watching in Ireland. Obviously, this is one of the biggest parades in the Northeast.
We were voted top 10 several years ago. Top 10 in the country. If that's not saying something, I don't know what is.
As Odie continues to pose for pictures.
He's schmoozing. So we have the Taconic High School Auto Body Program antique car somewhere in there. Oh, I see it. It's behind Garfield and Odie's van. There it is.
Their auto program restored this 1953 Ford Coupe. This was a total student project with assistance from instructor Warren Lucier, and took the students the whole year to finish. All of the bodywork and paint was done in the shop by the auto body students. Just a terrific program at Taconic High School.
All of their programs they have are just something else. Wonderful. And the skills that the students come out from, amazing. Now we have the Berkshire Dream Center. The Dream Center has one of their mobile food pantry trucks with them.
And the Berkshire Dream Center, just a very important organization, really stepped up in the teeth of the pandemic to help provide food for folks who, had lost their jobs. Obviously, there were a lot of jobs lost in the pandemic. And the Berkshire Dream Center, one of the many organizations here in the Berkshires that stepped up, and really shows you why the Berkshires are what they are.
Yes, and to that point, they've been around for even before they were the Dream Center. There was a small group going into the Morningside neighborhood and doing some great work, grassroots groundwork, and then they just expanded and turned into the Dream Center.
And there's our banner, Pittsfield Community Television.
Yay, PCTV!
We've been broadcasting this parade since 1988 here on PCTV.
Then we have the Berkshire Fatherhood Coalition float. They've been in the 4th of July parade since 2003. They've also been in the Halloween parade a number of years, too.
There they are walking down the street. I believe that's Robin Zust.
Yes, I believe that's correct. The marionettes.
A couple of puppets.
Those look like the sea, what are they? The sea, from the Little Mermaid, you know, the Ursula's.
Oh, okay.
Sidekicks there.
You're right.
I can't
They were
remember their
creeping
names.
me out.
Yeah, a little bit. So we got the Friday Night Lights Car Club up next.
And they're a group of friends that get together every Friday night in Pittsfield to show off their vehicles. And boy, did they got some beautiful vehicles to show off.
Oh, they're revving their engines. They're ready to go. Looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vehicles.
And of course, you're gonna feel like that. You gotta trick it out to make it loud.
Oh, that's very loud. I can feel the
Yeah, you get the
rumble.
vibration.
The vibration from that. Oh, my stars.
Just a beautiful vehicle right there. So we
Look
got
at
a
that
shot
shot.
of
That's a great shot.
beautiful downtown Pittsfield from the drone as it takes off from atop the Crown Plaza on this just picture perfect Berkshire County day.
Can't get much better than this. That's what I'm saying.
Seeing the streets lined with people.
Yeah.
Just awesome after losing the last couple of years of the 4th of July parade.
Most definitely. We have had the gamut of the weather, so I'm just really happy and thrilled that it's so wonderful today. Looks like the PCs guys.
The PC guys, a banner, a cell phone, and mascot JJ. And children playing on their laptops. And right behind them is Stop and Shop. And here's UMass Dartmouth basketball. Michael Irquat and Isaac Percy representing their college basketball team. They made it to the Sweet 16 finals and were the #1 seed in the LEC, ranked 24th in the nation. Isaac, of course, played for the Taconic basketball team that won the state championship a couple of years back.
Bianco's limousine and Toby's car service is in there with 2 limo buses and passengers, but we have Klaus Roofing Systems by Jay Smeagol float. Klaus Roofing has the top of a house with plywood and shingles. The kids will be singing All the Shingle Ladies.
You hear that in their commercial from time to time.
They have some catchy phrases in marketing with those kids. So cute.
I don't think they're singing, but they're shooting gun. They're shooting the water guns, the water
We're gonna
pistols.
get some more water here.
There they are.
Oh, the shingles are an American flag, if you didn't see that on camera.
Here comes the Bissellville Muster team from Bissellville, Massachusetts. They're showcasing their antique fire trucks that have been restored over the years by 4 generations of the Patel family. Look at that.
Wow. One of the favorite groups is coming up next, the Berkshire Shrine Club. You may know them for their go-karts and marching clowns. So they support and raise awareness for Shriners Hospital for Children.
And obviously, Shriners Hospital does incredible work.
They sure do. Their commercials are just so impactful with the testimonials from the kids and the parents. And I know one of those Shriners, Mike Bradley, he's riding on his motorcycle with the American flag. He's coming up right there. He's waving to us. He doesn't even know we're talking about him. And he's waving.
Well, it is 2022. Somebody might be texting him saying.
Yeah, that's true. He probably knows. There's Mike. He's a great volunteer for the city of Pittsfield as well.
And there are the famous go-karts.
There we go.
Do you have any idea how many bones I would break driving one of those?
Yeah. We definitely want to wear a helmet. But they have their hats they need to wear, so.
Look at that. They have so much fun with that.
They do. I think they have more fun than the kids.
Yep.
But the kids do love this group, that's for sure. And we do too. They've been in it for, gosh, as long as I've been doing the parades.
Oh, they got the ATV.
Oh,
boy.
Oh.
They know what they're doing. They know. Oh, you thought that was for real.
I thought he was going to go over. But they know what they're doing. Oh, I see a Smurf down the line. I know, I'm getting ahead of myself. I love the balloons.
Oh, look at that. Again, I would break so many bones.
Yeah, it wouldn't end well for
No,
me.
no. I'm scared to ride the bird scooters because I'm just...
Oh, I haven't tried them yet, but I would definitely want to. Oh, Moodus. The Moodus Drum and Fife from Moodus, Connecticut. It's coming up next after the county ambulance banner.
Ooh, they just shot something off.
Oh. Here they come. So the Moodus Drum and Fife Corps is proud of their history and tradition of staying true to their original style and music. They're definitely a long-time participant of this parade as well. Just love all the fife and drum corps.
Blue just makes their way down the street.
The last of the Shriners group. There they come. Take a listen.
And hey, if you know somebody here at the parade today, or maybe they were unable to tune in live or for a variety of reasons, we are going to rerun it. They're scheduled here on Access Pittsfield, Channel 1301. It's going to re-air today at 5:30, tomorrow at 3:30 p.m., and July 6th at 1 a.m. and 12:30, and a variety of other ones. You can check it out, pittsfieldtv.org, and you can see it on demand as well, also on the PCTV Select app. Let's listen in to the band. And there we see the banner from Bain Care and some marchers from the facilities of Bain Care.
Windsor Volunteer Fire Department was in there with their 1957 fire truck. This is a Smurf balloon. Smurf is no stranger to children everywhere. Guess how much this one stands tall?
I'm going to guess 35 feet.
I think you're cheating on that one. And it's being carried by our friends at the Massachusetts Army National Guard. I think Smurf is ready to be like a superhero right now to fit under the traffic lights coming up.
Yeah, 35 feet, it's a little harder to get under the traffic lights.
Yes.
Well, we'll keep an eye on the parade and an eye on the Smurf as we take a short time out. to acknowledge some of our supporters here on the broadcast on Pittsfield Community Television.
Greylock Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade, especially now that it's live and in person. You can see Greylock virtually anytime online at greylock.org. Greylock Federal Credit Union. Opportunity grows here. Berkshire Community College, offering students more opportunity and less debt. For details on how to apply, go to berkshirecc.edu. Berkshire Community College, where our middle name is Community. Are you tired of the same old grind? Be Fair has a job for you. If you are interested in promoting independence and supporting people within our residential, day, and community living programs, Be Fair has full-time, part-time, and relief positions throughout the Berkshires. Visit befair.org and join their growing team today. When it comes to caring for seniors, it's a matter of trust. Trust the people at Bain Care. Bain Care is Springside Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center on Lebanon Ave in Pittsfield, Craneville Place in Dalton, and Sugar Hill in Dalton. Visit them online at baincare.com. Berkshire Bank, where all wallets are welcome, proudly supports the 4th of July Pittsfield Parade. Life is exciting. Let us help. Member FDIC. And thank you to these additional supporting businesses.
Of course, you saw the Smurf balloon. The Kiwanis Club of Pittsfield, they have a display of the Park of Honor with flags with members of the group marching. And the Berkshire Family YMCA Youth of the Year is passing by us now. Mia Bensavenga, her recognition are she placed second and third for the 200 and 500 free events at Western Mass this year in swimming.
And that looks like the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year. The Boys of the Girl, wow, excuse me. Let's back up. Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year for 2020 is Kayla Saunders. 2021 is Riley McGovern, and 2022 is Aiden Mack. Kayla will return to Westfield State University to pursue her college education. Riley just graduated from Berkshire Community College and will continue her education at Worcester State University in the fall. And Aiden will be attending BCC.
And we also saw the Gladys Allen Brigham Center Youth of the Year, Lyriel Spratling Keel. She was riding with former Youth of the Year and current employee Shakia Green. And here is the Hinsdale Fire Department, Chief Ralph Cormier. Their 1996 Mack pumper and Hinsdale Engine Company 2. Here's the Elks Lodge number 272, decorated with the 4th of July theme. The Elks Lodge have a 1966 Ford F-100 playing a 4th of July themed music. Elks members are riding and walking with matching shirts. And there's their banner.
And the Piston Poppers Car Club has their collectible autos and muscles car. So part of this group, the antique vehicle, the 1957 Chevy Bel Air, Richard Astle won first place, which is very cool.
We watch the Piston Poppers roll on by. You can see them at many events in the Berkshires. What a great shot. One of our 9 cameras. here for the Pittsfield 4th of July parade. Some of the folks in attendance with their American flags. And here is Festival Latino of the Berkshires. They're out of Great Barrington. Marchers in folkloric, colorful themed outfits. They'll be dancing with the rhythmic Latino American music. There are children with their parents, young people, adults, and they're coordinating the dance steps along with a colorful float representing the growing diversity of Latino American communities living here in the Berkshires.
This is another group that has been part of parades in the past number of years.
The music always reminds me of being on a cruise. Listening in with the Festival Latino of the Berkshires.
And here's the Salvation Army. They have brought one of their emergency vehicles. And then right behind them is the Pittsfield Little League champions, the Berkshire Bank, the Bankers.
The Bankers. I believe this was the game where I believe they trailed by 1 going into the bottom of the 6th, and they scored 2 runs to walk it off. So congratulations to them.
Back to the Salvation Army. Still hear the Festival Latino music, and I'm just like dancing in my seat.
Another look at the Salvation Army as they make their way.
So the players are in the back of the Berkshire Bank trucks.
Oh, they're throwing things. I believe it's candy.
Yes,
I could use some candy.
Candy.
I think when they come by, I'm going to see how good their arms are, see if they can hit us with some candy.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Berkshire Bank, the Pittsfield Little League champions. There they are. All right, we're going to try this.
Yeah, let's see how good their arms are.
Who's got a good arm? Who can hit me?
Hit us! Oh, I got one in my face.
Oh!
That would have hit my face.
Woo!
That almost hit my face, but Bob saved me. Bob saved the day.
Double bubble gum. You never see that anymore.
Yeah.
Double bubble was big with our Little League team, as well as the Big League Chew.
Yes, the Big League Chew is definitely what I remember. So, the J.A. Maximilian banner was just there, and now it's past tense. They're excited to be back live. They're performing all of their favorites. The band leader is Chet Johnston, Teddy DiPietro is the lead guitar, and Jimmy Goodell is on bass guitar, John Cooper on an accordion, and Dave Linker Jr. on drums.
Let's listen into past tense.
Won't you stand? Won't you stand? Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon tumble and fall, every mountain should tumble to the sea.
So there's the U.S. Taekwondo and Archery. Behind one of the caravans, students will be marching wearing their uniform and Taekwondo belts. They just may show you some of the demo moves. Oh,
there we go.
There, as we speak, they're showing some of the moves.
They were probably not given permission to show off the archery skills.
I was just going to mention that.
Once again, that's U.S. Taekwondo and Archery. Now we have the Paul Dutton with the 1966 Studebaker. The car is the last of the Studebakers to roll off the assembly line in Hamilton, Ontario, as 1966 was the last year Studebakers were built. Cars won numerous trophies, and this past winter was filmed in 2 movies. One is Boston Strangler, starring Keira Knightley and Chris Cooper, and the other is The Holdover, starring Paul Giamatti. This past May, it was featured and pictured in the Berkshire Eagle.
All right, and then we have the American Eagle balloon. It is 25 feet tall and is one of the 2 cold air balloons in this year's parade. The Eagle is being carried by our friends at Unistress. And I was going to mention this earlier when we saw Elmo, because Elmo was carried similarly, and I thought that they were the cold air balloons because they were being carried like that. But I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to be wrong.
What is a cold air balloon?
So the other ones that float in the air are done by the helium, and then these are just done by cold air.
Oh, wow.
So these are obviously harder to carry.
To duck.
And then the Eagle has to do a little bow. Let's see how they do it. Oh, there's the Dalton Fire Department. The Dalton Fire District members.
They're not.
They're not ducking. They're not ducking the. Oh boy. Oh.
Well, they're working on that.
Yeah,
we may have a slight
delay. There's a delay. The Dalton Fire District members are marching with their Class A uniforms as a symbol of their dedication to serving their community, as well as the entire whole of Berkshire County. These members put their lives on the line at a moment's notice without hesitation. They are honored to participate today. There we go. In case you were wondering and were worried, the Eagle has bowed. The Eagle has taken a bow. Yes, the Eagle has taken a bow and fit underneath the lights.
As we watch the Dalton Fire Department.
Is Dalton usually the one that does the cartwheels?
I believe so. I thought I saw him setting up to do it earlier.
Okay. So I remember being perched at the merge, what we call the merge in parade terms, where the balloons and the floats meet the rest of the parade. There we go! There's what I know and remember.
Again, if I attempted that, many, many broken bones.
Yes. The Dalton Fire Department is famous for their cartwheels. And the crowd goes wild. They love when they do their cartwheels.
And here come the vehicles.
Oh, look at their fire trucks. Decked out. Oh, they must have done it again, Bob. I hear some more cheers. They must have done more cartwheels. Oh, they did.
It looks like they got a vehicle from Boston as well this year.
Yes, I just saw Boston and I got confused for just a minute, but that's very, very nice that Boston came all the way out here to be included with Dalton.
And there we see the Wacona Warriors High School Division IV lacrosse state champions.
Yes, congratulations to Wacona High School.
Just an incredible journey for that team.
It is. One of my co-workers' sons is on that team, so we were rooting for them.
And a lot of the lacrosse players also play football, so they lost to Cohasset in the state championship game in football and had the opportunity to beat Cohasset in lacrosse in the Final Four to move on to the finals.
Yeah, I was following them on Facebook where my coworker was doing the updates.
There they are with the state championship trophy.
They have some water, so I don't know if they can reach us.
Don't tempt them, they will. Here's the Rumble Strip Garage. Rumble Strip Garage builds mini bikes with young kids and have some really cool ones to show you. Here they are. There's one of the bikes right there. Are you tempting them to squirt us?
No, they said say something, and I said we already did. We already talked about you guys.
We got you guys. Congratulations.
They were looking at me like, talk about us. We already did, guys. Got you covered. I see the third place float, the float awards coming up here. Coming on deck. I think those Dalton firefighters must be doing some more cartwheels.
Yes.
There's the Oldies but Goodies float. The Oldies show float has the gang hanging out at their favorite soda shop. Music has always been an influence in every generation. From radio to records to jukebox to cassette tapes to 8-track tapes and on. We say, let freedom sing. So again, they won third place in the float awards today.
I actually got a sneak preview of this float. They were building it right across the street from my house, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got to see it last night.
Locations to build floats are a crucial piece, and it's the hardest, one of the hardest things that I hear from potential parade participants, especially with the Halloween parade. So having a location is great. Let's take a listen. They got real booths on there and everything.
Looks like an authentic diner on there. Here comes the Lanesboro Fire Department. Members of the Lanesboro Fire Department, they're wearing their matching fire service themed Hawaiian style shirts. They bring with them Engine 1 and their new Rescue 6. They look quite comfortable in those outfits.
Yes, they do.
And there is the Mount Greylock Mounties, the MIAA Division 5 Western Mass and state champs. They went 8-0 in the tournament, outscoring their opponents 50 to, and there's a number missing there in those 8 games. Also opening up the tournament was a perfect game by senior pitcher Derek Paris, and then in the Western Mass Championship senior pitcher Jack Cangelosi pitched a no-hitter. And Derek Paris, I don't know if he's there or he was with the Pittsfield Suns, because he's on the Pittsfield Suns team as well. Lots of hometown players with the Suns this year. And Mount Greylock, they were a no-hit in the championship game, still won 3-1, so congratulations to them.
Yes, congratulations to Mount Greylock.
As Mount Greylock comes by, we're going to keep an eye on the parade and take a short time out as we acknowledge the supporters, the business supporters, to make this broadcast possible here on Pittsfield Community Television.
Greylock Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade, especially now that it's live and in person. You can see Greylock virtually anytime online at greylock.org. Greylock Federal Credit Union, opportunity grows here. Shire Brewhouse at the Stationery Factory in Dalton, offering music bingo on Tuesdays, trivia on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays and Saturdays. Find their menu online at shire.beer, located on Flansburgh Ave in Dalton. In memory of Samantha Tyre, honoring every nurse, caregiver, and support staff, past, present, and future. Please have a fun and safe holiday. Lift Bistro at Bosquet, serving brunch each Sunday from 11 to 3 and offering outdoor dining during the Berkshire summer months. For more information and to see their menu, check out bosquetmountain.com. When it comes to caring for seniors, it's a matter of trust. Trust the people at Bain Care. Bain Care is Springside Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center on Lebanon Ave in Pittsfield, Craneville Place in Dalton, and Sugar Hill in Dalton. Visit them online at baincare.com. And thank you to these additional supporting businesses.
We're back here in downtown Pittsfield, 4th of July Parade, back with a bang. I got a message on Facebook from someone saying, outstanding candy catch, as the Pittsfield Little League champions rolled by, and he said he was watching on PCTV Select on his Roku.
Yeah, he saved me from being hit smack dab in the forehead.
Yeah, I had to do more of the work on that.
Yes,
but
you
it
did.
wasn't a great throw. I had to get out there. And here's the Berkshire Benevolent Association for the Blind float. This float represents a worker caning a chair and a worker making a corn broom. Toward the back is a blind person walking with a cane and a blind person walking with their guide dog. Janie Ray, a longtime member of the association, is driving the float. The figures were handcrafted by Michael Melly. Get a look at the great job they did with this float.
Those figures, you remember the Hey-Man series,
right,
the scarecrows that were throughout downtown? I think that was one of my first years of working with the city. Those look like, I don't remember the artist, but looks very similar. That's a great job.
Great work all around on that float.
Definitely. So right behind them is the Foster Mass Adopt Mass float. The Foster Mass Adopt Mass has a float depicting hearts and hands and will provide information on how to become a foster parent. Who doesn't love bubbles?
All right, your kickery is coming next.
You can see the information, get more information on becoming a foster parent here in Massachusetts.
All right, and here is Terpsichore Dance Center. So here it says they'll be dancing throughout the parade. And then right behind them is Mass Hire Berkshire Career Center. Mass Hire will have staff and youth program participants. They would like to recognize the Berkshire County youth participating in their programs and celebrate their success.
Mass Hire Business Center doing tremendous work. Obviously, during the pandemic, they never really slowed down. They were trying to match people who lost their jobs with other forms of employment. And they continue to assist businesses now that it's flipped the other way, where the employers have so many positions that they can't fill. And here's Tripsicor Dance School dancing.
Sorry, didn't mean to call you out.
No, I appreciate it.
We just caught the tail end of them dancing. Katy Perry. Firework, yes.
July 4th. You got it?
Yes.
The song Firework.
Yes.
And that looks like
J-Star
Athletics. It's a 5-year standing program in Berkshire. Is located in North Adams. Cheerleaders will be in tank tops with their names on them and shorts with bows. J-Star Athletics will be doing stunts and little dances with children from 3 to 17 years old. Of course, one thing. J-Star Athletics are making the trip down from North Adams this morning to be a part of this parade.
Yes, participants come from all over. I see water guns again.
Yeah, the girl who has the water gun has that look on their face.
Yes, she has
Oh yeah,
the look
that's like
we're
the Garfield
gonna,
look.
yeah.
Here's the Hinsdale Days Committee float. Consists of many symbols of America, the Statue of Liberty, red, white, and blue stars, 2 American flags and an eagle. There will be signs from sea to shining sea, along with peace and freedom, and they're going to have yellow sunflowers to represent Ukraine.
And Hinsdale Days always, you can count on them for a great float. In 2019, they did a great float back then. Glad that they're continuing to participate.
And here they come, right past our bandstand. See the Statue of Liberty.
There's the eagle painted on the side.
Very well done.
There's the Breen Center. For over 100 years, the Breen Center for Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services has been touching lives of 10,000 of our family, friends, and neighbors each year. Their goal is to build a stronger community with compassion and care. Their long experience in this field proves that treatment does work and that people can and do recover. Please help them end the stigma that still surrounds behavioral health care. And they have stepped up and have dealt with a lot during this pandemic as well.
Here's the Adams Forest Warden Department. They're showcasing their special response vehicle, which is an old military truck converted to a fire service vehicle. Look at that.
It does look like an old military truck. That's really cool, though, that they converted it.
With what looks like a water tank in the back. And there's 413 Cheer with Gym Fest Gymnastics. It's a brand new program. They offer instructional and competitive cheer for athletes aged 4 through 17. Of course, Gym Fest has been around for a while. We had my daughter's 9th birthday party there, literally 3 days before the world shut down back in 2020.
Oh, jeez. My nieces have gone through the Gym Fest gymnastics programs as well. Landing.
Let's listen in as they cheer.
Hey cheerleaders, we won! Hey cheerleaders, we won! Do it! Do what? The jig! That was the jig! The gigolo! Our hands are high, our feet are low. This is how we gigolo. We turn around and touch the ground.
And here's the Philmont, New York 1860 hose cart. This hose cart has been in a number of parades, and I always remember seeing it on our float street as well. So we thank them. We thank Philmont for their continuing participation.
And you certainly appreciate the antique fire equipment. It's cool to see. But boy, is that a technology we're thankful has advanced over the past
I was just going to say, I mean,
160 years.
you can definitely look to see how far we've come along, and I'm sure Chief Sammons and all of PFD is thankful for what we have now.
I hate to be the new person that has to carry that on my back to the to the fire.
Yeah,
I'm sure they had horses for those back then.
But to try to put out a big blaze with that, I can't imagine. So it looks like the Balance Rock Investment Group banner's coming up.
And that brings us to the St. Peter's Drum Corps out of Torrington, Connecticut, celebrating 92 years. The St. Peter's Drum Corps of Torrington, Connecticut has performed in the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade for over 30 years, and we certainly thank them for that. They've also performed in 24 countries, 22 states, and on Norwegian, Carnival, and Holland America cruise ships. They've been awarded over 6,500 prizes since 1966. $6,500 prizes. Let's listen in on that.
All right, now we have the West Stockbridge Fire Department. The West Stockbridge Fire Department is represented by the Marchers and Engine Truck. And then right behind it is the Reformation Academy. The Reformation Academy is a diverse group of grassroots creatives. They will be singing and entertaining as they march and ride.
And there they are.
Closely following is
The Pearson Wallace Insurance Vehicle, a 1997 convertible XC Jaguar green racing car with big band music playing with 4 marches wearing 4th of July costumes and parade hats. The driver is an 84-year-old first-generation American. Just another amazing looking vehicle. I'm betting that thing is not thrilled to be going only 5 miles an hour right now.
No, it
It
wants
goes
to go
a lot quicker.
faster. So the Premium Waters Inc. banner and then Premium Waters Inc. is right here. Premium Waters have with them one of their tanker trucks along with 2 crew cab trucks.
I think it's a very good thing that they're not squirting water.
Yeah.
Because they have quite a lot of it to give.
We would be hosed. We would be wet.
Oh, yeah. Some of the employees of Premium Waters Inc. There's a, see Uncle Sam, we see a eagle.
Eagle there.
There's that water tanker, which guessing could fill a couple of swimming pools.
It's so shiny and clean. You could see one of the camera crews in it.
Absolutely.
And the state. Oh, there
There's
we are.
us, yeah.
Here we go. Here's the Bruce Hayden and crew float. This float won second place with the float awards this year, and it's by Bruce Hayden and crew. The theme is Berkshires are back on track. The train was originally built by Sprague Electric for the Fall Foliage Parade approximately 50 years ago. Bruce and crew have restored it once again to be enjoyed by supporters of the parade. It has been altered to fit with this theme for the 4th of July parade. The float contains children's favorite characters on board. Looks like Paw Patrol to me.
And Bruce Hayden, tremendously talented. He was the North Adams Fall Foliage Parade Grand Marshal a few years back. And there, the Greater Kensington String Band, better known as the Mummers.
So many years ago, we had the Mummers come, but that year it was pouring the rain. So we had them sit in their big bus and wait to see if we can send them down the parade route, and of course we couldn't. So I am absolutely thrilled that I can see them in person today, because I've heard so much about them, and it's amazing that they can be here with us. And they had a performance last night as a fundraiser. And
help support the parade.
And I think that went really well. Look at that. Look at their outfits.
We'll certainly take a pause to listen to them play as they march on by.
So it looks like, according to their banner, they were organized in 1946. And they're from Philadelphia. And they will be a treat to listen to.
And when you're talking marching bands,
This is
the top of the line. This is the top of the top tier of the Mummers.
You got it. Here we go.
Here they come.
And there's the Pittsfield Parade Committee that make this parade possible.
There's the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade balloon.
That's their new logo. They have a new logo this year, so they actually got it on a balloon, which is amazing. And the committee's right behind their balloon. Pete Marchetti is obviously the president, but it takes the whole committee to put this together. There's a lot of moving parts.
And to bring in bands like the Mummers, it costs a lot of money. So
It does.
they have the Bucket Brigade. So as they're making their way past you on the parade route, certainly drop $1 or $2 in there. We probably have about 25,000 people at least today here. So if everyone just throws in $2, next year's parade's virtually paid for. So
yes.
$2. I mean, and I think we got far better than $2 or $3 worth of entertainment today here at the Pittsfield Parade.
All of my peoples.
Thanks. And I'm sad. That's it.
I know. I can't believe it.
We were just getting in the flow of this.
I know. We were getting the hang of it. I can't believe it's over now.
You know, it really picked up for me once I caught this piece of gum.
Oh.
That's when I'm like, oh yeah, I am
Once you
on
saved-
my game today, picking
Once
up
you
this piece
saved
of gum. Well, of course, we want to thank the crew here at Pittsfield Community Television.
Of
I mean, we were out
course.
here at 9 a.m. yesterday setting everything up. We were back out here at 6 o'clock this morning getting everything back out. And
Yeah.
we're going to be here till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon tearing all this down.
I know. The production crew's been working hard. We had a production meeting on Tuesday, was
There's
it?
Dave
And
Cachet.
there's Dave. He works with us Parks Commission meetings.
And Rick Folkrod out there as well. Thank you so much, Rick, for being a part of it. And there is Rob Dumais, who is jibbing himself.
There's Jeff Turner.
Jeff Turner. We have Peter Matisse.
Oh, that looks like there's my brother-in-law and my
There's
niece
Peter.
Madison. They were in there.
Peter, thank you for being a part of it. Peter has 2 shows on WTBR. And
There's my 2 nieces right there,
Ah.
Lucy and Madison.
we have somebody up on the scaffolding, and there's a picture of our backs.
Backside.
And Diane Chacoin was up there, and we see we had a couple of roaming cameras this year, and there's Jeff Turner with one. Rick had the other. So we see the parade passing by. We have our
Jody
Spielman, our floor manager. Jody, of course, was in our seat
There she is.
the past few years for quite a while, and she decided she wanted to be more behind the scenes, and she did a great job as our floor manager
Yes,
today,
she
keeping us
did.
advised of what was going on as we, had no idea what we were doing as we walked into this. And there's our production truck,
Yeah.
and so just a tremendous effort from our staff and volunteers at Pittsfield Community Television. Obviously, we couldn't do it without the help of the Pittsfield Parade Committee and the city of Pittsfield and everybody else that helps make this possible. So what do you think of your first parade? You want to come back and do this again next year?
If I did a good job according to the standards, yes, I'd love to be back. I know I kind of was like, oh.
No, we got
Down
through
there
it.
at the
And there's
beginning.
Senta Brodeur, one of our camera folks up on the scaffolding. So thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure to be back with a bang with you as we got the 4th of July parade back going again after a 2-year hiatus.
Yes, thank you.
And again, from all of our staff, the Pittsfield Parade Committee, and everybody involved with this production from, again, the committee, the staff, and the city of Pittsfield, thank you so much for joining us. And it's been heartwarming to see the responses from all over the country and all over the world on our Facebook page. And, well, the planning, as you know from being a former member of the Pittsfield Parade Committee, you get to enjoy today.
Yes.
And then you're back to the planning tomorrow.
Yes, pretty much.
And
You got that right.
And the same goes for us as well.
Yes.
So for Becky Manship, I'm Bob Hackett. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll talk to y'all again next year.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
Thank you for watching Pittsfield Community Television's coverage of the Pittsfield 4th of July Parade 2022. We hope you've enjoyed returning with us live at Park Square. We would like to once again thank our generous underwriters for their support of today's coverage. Thank you to our stars underwriter, Greylock Federal Credit Union, whose devotion to local programming and events in Berkshire County goes to show that at Greylock, opportunity grows here. For more information about their many services, visit them online at www.greylock.org. Thanks also to our Stripes underwriters, which include Berkshire Community College, Be Fair, Springside Rehabilitation and Skilled Care Center, Berkshire Bank, Shire Brew House, Lift Bistro at Bosquet, and a generous donation in memory of Sam Tyre. Thanks also to these forever underwriters: Finally, thank you for joining us and for your continued support of our organization. With Access Pittsfield, Pittsfield ETV, CityLink, PCTV Select, and WTBR-FM, we are proud to continue to have Pittsfield covered with our local television and for the love of radio.